it's not often that the girth's too much. But on this occasion, it doesn't really fit. It doesn't really fit at all. It just kind of got a massive bottom and then a tiny little beer mat. This is from our mead sponsor, by the way. Oh, she's counting. She's fucking ignoring me already. These wonderful people. Well, there's a discount code now live in Discord. Finded Hog and Mead.
I like the bottles.
I know you do. Luce gets me to keep all the bottles and she makes potions and shit.
No, I
she's
don't
actually secretly a witch.
No.
Secretly a witch, Tat. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this rainy-ish, kind of grimmish Monday here, where we're just about fending off essentially man flu. Essentially.
Oh, the cold I've got could kill a man.
Yeah. Your volume is much lower than Warhip's. Turn your sound up then. So if I turn mine up anymore, it's going to sound awful. So ours is just set right. That's the difference. We're just about fending off man flu, Luce included. Just about fending off man flu. Actually, genuinely, with the way you were talking yesterday, thought you were going to come down with it already. I thought today you were going to be absolute baggage.
Well, I've had my my cough syrup and I made tea bombs yesterday.
Yeah.
I've had 2 of those and I'm doing all right actually.
Yeah.
Plus I've got rice pudding in the oven.
Yeah. So Luce is solving her man flu issues with natural remedies and home cooked food. I this morning was like, oh you bitch, I'm getting it too. Felt awful for like the first couple of hours. And then I felt okay for the rest of the day. Not great, but not bad. Okay. What I did was I went to Morrison's and bought bacon and bread.
Yeah, see?
And I made that natural elixir
See?
bacon sandwich. But there is a lot of it about right now, apparently. I spoke about it in the Thanes, and a couple of them were like, yeah, it's wiped me out for the last week. So I was like, I'm supposed to have my long weekend off. Actually, that should be the sub goal, actually. Oh god, what's happened? Did I break it? Oh, everything's broke.
You've broken it.
I fixed it again.
My rice pudding is nearly ready.
There we go, we fixed it. Good.
For me, that is one of the foods. I've mentioned it before. Egg toasty, tomato soup, rice pudding. That'll see you right.
Egg toasty.
Food of the plagued.
Why is that? I just delete that. I don't need that here, do I? Remove that events list.
Or fried egg sandwich.
So we made bacon sandwich, which is, that is the food of kings and gods. So we made that, and I felt okay. I then, today, had to sit an exam, which was... right, weird flex. I've never failed a written exam. Ever. And yet, every time I have a written exam, I'm nervous as shit. Don't know why. I did 2 mock exams for this one, aced both of them, and then I had to sit this exam today, and I was shitting myself.
Do you know, I don't value exams at all.
I mean, I don't really, if I'm honest with you.
I hold much more value in things like workplace MVQs, on-the-job training.
Yeah, I think I do too, to be fair. I think I do too. I didn't think about right or wrong, just really noticeable. Your volume goes with other stuff much better, so you usually don't have to change. Aw, love you, Ebflow. Like I said, more professional, right? The professional, unprofessional. So I shit myself. So today I did a exam that you need to do in the UK if you want to be the holder of a personal license. And a personal license is required if you are to be a person who's legally allowed to authorise the sale of alcohol. Okay? And there's a number of reasons for it. One of the big ones is hobby house. But the second one is we're thinking about launching our own alcohol business. So keep an eye on that one. And there might be some news about that coming soon.
3 more.
But yeah, so I had to do this exam. You have to pass it, and then you have to do a DBS check, and then you have to submit photographs, DBS check, license qualification, ID, and a fee to get to become a personal license holder. in the UK, and then I can legally sell alcohol. So there you go. Anyway, welcome back. Like I said, hope you've all had a great weekend. I had a great weekend, and you probably all know because I spent 12 hours on stream over the course of 2 days at the weekend. Sad Joe Wine, Great Hall Mead. We're probably going to start with a mainstream rum because mead is not one that's probably going to launch a business with, you know. What is Hobby House? Hobby House is our gaming and shop venue that will be hopefully signing the contract for soon for the lease for the building. But then I've been saying I'll hopefully sign it soon for the last year and a half. So, pinch your salt with that one. Yeah. How quick can you neck a pint on video to get the license? No, see, that's not how that works, Ash. I'm afraid. Daylight savings has started here, so I can catch you live. Hey, Rolfus, how's it going, dude? Rum, now you're talking. Yes. We're going to be making our own rum. Probably. If you're interested.
Coming soon, Liam Dempsey Media.
I saw what you did there. I appreciate that, Chris. That's what you did there. I've heard rum's quite popular. They make a spiced rum. But there's lots of ifs, ands, buts, and maybes here, right? Because it's not the cheapest thing to get off the ground as a startup company. We'll see. Tesco tried to get me to be a license holder when I worked for them. Told them to bugger off when I found out I could get fired for someone selling to underage when I'm not in the building. No tar. You can't, kind of, really. It depends.
Sorry, chat. I knocked my wire.
Did you? Xylate, welcome to Hesirtir. Our first member on Liam's Weekend Off Fund. Spoiler alert, today and Wednesday's membership goals will both be Liam's Weekend Off Fund because Luce and the kids are home educators. You probably all know by now if you've watched the channel for any length of time. And so they don't do the same term times as school kids because having our term time as time off at the same time as school kids would be fucking stupid. It makes more sense for us to have our off-term time when they're all in school. So if during our kids' off-term time we go anywhere, like Legoland or Peppa Pig World or whatever it is we do, Alton Towers, all the other fuckers are at school. It's much nicer and cheaper, actually, for that matter. And on Wednesday starts their half-term week off, and we have a weird week here where we kind of start on Wednesdays and finish on Wednesdays. It works for us, don't question it. And so I was going to have a week, I was going to take a whole week off, and then I keep looking at the numbers, and I'm like, I can't take a whole week. I can't do it. I think I would be itchy and sweaty and awkward and uncomfortable. So what we're going to do is we're going to not stream on Friday, not stream on Monday. I'm taking 4 days off straight where I won't be streaming here. I won't be streaming on Vag. I won't be looking at YouTube numbers. I won't be looking at analytics. I won't be looking at revenue. I'll be looking at nothing for 4 days. This will be the first time this year that I've done that. And in terms of me just taking flat time off without it being a trip to Titans or being sick, I don't think I've done it for 3 years on the channel. Be the first time. So today is actually consistent stream day, back-to-back stream day 15. By the time we go off on Friday, Thursday would have been stream day 18 in a row. 18 days in a row to try and make up for the fact we're going to take a long weekend off. Hence, Liam Weekend Off Fund here. All right? You lot can make that an easy decision. Like Sai and his one gifted. Thank you, Sai. You're a legend. You're a hero. Anyway, tonight is supposed to be hobby night. I still haven't bought a camera home to hobby. I have bought a new wire. I've got an idea to fix my top-down issues in this studio. So you might get more top-down coming soon in here. Because I'm looking at using a GoPro actually for top-down instead of a big DSLR. Because the big heavy DSLR just bounces on the arm. Even though I've now fixed it to the wall. The Thanes have seen it. Fix it to the wall. I need to get rid of that little bit of shake and wobble, and then you might find some more actual hobby content coming soon. If you can hear the ting-ting of needles, it's because Lucy's actually knitting socks over there, because that's apparently I married someone from the 1930s.
Shut up. It's my 8th attempt. I will do it.
She's excited because she's got rice pudding in the oven. She's made tea bombs, homemade cough syrup and just knitting socks.
Yes, and I'm the only one not moaning about this cold.
Apparently,
Last man standing,
I married
as
someone
per usual.
from the 1930s. Anyway, Evan, thank you for the one gifted. Ieston, thank you for the one gifted. Marsander, thank you for the one gifted. Pritters is a succulent Chinese meal. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
I'm not banned yet.
You're not?
It's a miracle.
Thank you so much for the 10 gifted people. You're incredible. I shall update this here. I need to plug this keyboard in because it keeps setting itself to sleep. I've got a wireless keyboard, right? And I've come to the conclusion that a wireless keyboard is arguably a bit pointless. This particular wireless keyboard, because if I leave it plugged in, it's not wireless. If I unplug it and I have it set to sleep after like 30 minutes, the battery dies in seconds. Not quite seconds. If I then put it to sleep after 5 minutes of no use, every time I go to touch it, I have to wait for it to wake up before I can use it. It's annoying. So I might as well just leave it plugged in. Eb Flay, thank you for the 1 gifted. Lord of Cinder, thank you for 20 gifted memberships. 31. Look at that. If we can just do this for the night, I'll be happy. I'll be honest. Anyway, it's supposed to be a hobby stream. We will be fixing top down at some point. But so far, no good. So I wanted to know, I've got a couple of little ones myself. I want to know your best hobby hack. Because I've done this once before, and the amount of times I find something out that I didn't know, despite having done the hobby for 20 years, and you're like, I never knew that was a thing. It's always fascinating. So this the topic for postcards. If you want to chuck a big, colourful postcard at us, right, then you can do that and tell me your best hobby hack. I've got a couple that I like. First of all, if you ever have glue like these, right, where you have the little metal ends, you'll know that quite frequently the plastic glue dries in the end of this metal tube and you can't get it out. There's 3 ways I find is easiest to clear these. Everyone will tell you stick a needle on the end. I hate it. I get it stuck in my finger. It's horrible. So the 3 ways I do is, one of them is, if it's a light blockage, what you can actually do is you can take the stick out, turn it around and put it back in, and then just tip it down that way. And what happens is the new fresh glue dissolves the old glue and it breaks through. There's a little blockage. If it's a slightly worse blockage, what you can do, if you don't have anything like a lighter, is you can fill a centimetre of boiling water at the bottom of a teacup, just drop it in there, leave it for 5 minutes, fish it out, and the heat will loosen it up. Or just get a lighter, set fire to the end, it burns through the glue straight away. You then got a clear tube, right? Everyone likes a clear tube. If, however, you don't use that glue, you use something like this, right, which is Tamiya thin cement. This stuff is great, by the way, incredibly good. This one's a bit different. I don't know if you can see that. Thick grey in the corner. When your Tamiya thin cement gets down to around this level here, maybe a little bit less, what you can do is you can cut off offcuts of sprue and you can drop them in the Tamiya. Drop a bit in, little bit in, little bit in, right? Not loads, leave it overnight. What happens is the glue dissolves the plastic, okay? And then you can check the consistency, and if it's not thick enough, you can add a couple more bits of sprue in. You keep doing it until you get to a consistency where it's like a really thick, gloopy, grey, plasticky glue stuff, right? Which we like to call sprue goo, or sprue glue, or sprue goo, whatever you want to call it, right? That stuff is fucking incredible for gap filling. At that point, you just kind of paint it on with a brush, dab it in, let it dry, sand it down, or use your mould line remover, scrape it down. And I have filled in some monumental gaps with sprue glue, straightened off the edges, perfect, beautiful. Two hobby hacks.
Rice pudding time.
It's not really a hobby hack though, is it? My hobby hack is hire a painter. I mean, I've got Josh, right? So sprue goo is the best, way better than green stuff. I think it's better than green stuff personally. Liquid green stuff's okay, but you might as well just make sprue goo, to be fair. Sprue goo for the win. Absolute facts. Absolute facts. There's a couple of... I don't know if I've got any other little hobby hacks. There's probably a few. So throw them at me, chat. If you've got them, stick them at us. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know your hobby hacks. You need to keep me occupied tonight, I'll be honest. I'm weary. I don't think I slept well because I know I had that exam coming, which I didn't think I was ever going to fail, but I don't know what... Do you do that? Do people, do any of you who sit exams think, I know this topic, inside out, gets to exam day and you're like, I'm shitting myself, and I don't know why. And I had 60 minutes for the exam, 60 minutes, and I finished it in 7 minutes. So, I don't know why I was so fucking stressed and nervous. I finished it in 7 minutes and passed with 85% or something. But I just get fucking shit nervous about it all the time. Oh, Dan, you're in chat, aren't you? Yes, Dan. Whilst I've got you, Dan, don't mind me for a minute, chat. Whilst I've got you, we did the Lego build over the weekend. I don't know if you saw it, Dan, of Lego Balladur, and I reckon it would have made shit pre-recorded content. So I'm glad we streamed the build. And I've been doing some YouTube researching, and the stuff that does well. Jesus Christ, that looks nuclear hot. Be careful, don't burn yourself, please.
It's amazing.
I reckon the stuff that does well. I've seen the stuff that does well is 20 to 30 minute review videos of the kit. So I'm going to film some stuff. Do you fancy making those videos? I've also got some more kits on the way to do more content with. We'll stream the build and then film a review video afterwards. Are you into it, Dan? Because I know you like your Lego. All the goddamn time, hate me an exam, done one every year for 20 years, hate them. I don't know why. Like I said, it literally, like, our exam started at 12. We had 20 minutes of invigilator bullshit. This was weird, by the way. Doing exams at home is weird.
Hobby hack: if you have little time, have a child, get used to operating on 3 hours less sleep than before. Sleep train the child at 6 months. You now have 3 hours extra hobby time. You're welcome.
Oh, I love it, Chris. Love it. I'm mad for that hobby hack. Thanks, dude. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing, Dan, if you're into it. Edward, thank you for the one gifted. You're a legend. Up to 32 people. Heroes. Liam Time Off Fund. But yeah, so the invigilation process was really fucking weird, by the way. But there's been a positive to come out of it. Exams at home are strange. So I was reading the instructions on Friday. They sent me the instructions through on Friday. And it's fucking lucky I have a setup that I have, because I didn't get the instructions till Friday. And they said you have to have 2 devices. Device 1 you log into for your exam. Device 2 you log into Zoom for a Zoom call. Right?
My hack is micro pens for writing on purity seals.
And eye pupils, Sean, as well. Micro pens for eye pupils. Right? Thank you for the tea, dude. And so you had to have one device logged in. So I got my computer. You have to have another device that's for Zoom, and then it says, and I didn't read this till yesterday, so this is my fault. But it says it's got to be 2 meters away from where you're sitting, and it's got to be facing your desk and your keyboard and your mouse.
Oh.
So the invigilator can see, essentially like I stood over your shoulder, right? So I ended up with a bar stool over here with my MacBook logged into Zoom, looking over my shoulder. Anyway, so I logged into the meeting, and the piece of paper says no paperwork on your desk. So I removed anything paper from my desk. That's what I did, right? I was like, cool, we're good to go. Now my desk is typically awash with stuff, predominantly hobby stuff, paint palettes, fucking water pots, paint brushes, hobby tools, boxes of hobby. Here I had really useful boxes full of models. There's a reason. And other bits and bobs across the desk, and it's quite a big desk, and it's because it's my workplace as well. And at 12 o'clock, she came into the meeting room. There was 5 other candidates doing the exam at the same time. And she says, hi, I'm here, blah, 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 blah. Welcome, yada, 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 normal spiel. I will soon be bringing each of you into a meeting separately, so I can check your ID, essentially to make sure it's you. And then I can take a look at your office space or your examination space. You need to be able to show me around the whole room. Doors need to be closed. No one can be in the room with you, including pets. I don't know how many dogs are holding up signs.
I wonder if something's happened.
Yeah, I don't know who taught their parakeet the exam answers. But including pets. And then she's like, your desks have to be completely free of anything. And I was like, I looked at my desk and I was like, shit, that's not mine right now. So she said, so I'll put you back in the waiting room and I'll bring you in one by one. And she put us back in the waiting room, and I obviously wasn't the first one to be brought into the waiting room. I was like, ah! So I literally moved everything off my desk onto the floor behind me. Everything, because it has to be 2 meters away from you. You need to not be able to reach it with your hand, basically. Completely cleared my whole desk off. And then she came back and she's like, so name, date of birth. I was like, yeah, cool. Show me your ID, here's my passport. And she takes like a screenshot of your passport.
Did she do the whole, Christmas Eve, baby?
No.
Oh.
She was very sterile.
Oh.
Can you show me the room? Specifically doors, and there's no one in it. So I showed her where you sit over there. Right, there's no one in it.
Not sure if it's a hack. 1. Having a dedicated spot in the house where I can keep my paints out and jump in and out of hobby mode anytime helps me get more painting done. 2. Fidget popper equals wet palette.
Oh, they are both hobby hacks. For the painting one, I've got an IKEA rack. I've put it on Instagram before. That is how I keep my paints out now, and it's fucking fantastic. Warhammer, thank you for the gifted. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, thanks Evan for the 10.
Did she have a problem with because my desk matches your desk?
The new GW Servo Skull Paint Palette. Absolute game changer.
You can fuck off, Kev. Thank you for the 5. No, it's on your desk, not on my desk.
Even though you can reach.
But I can't.
Okay.
From my chair, I can't reach it. So so I showed her the door, and she's like, I need a 360 in the room. I was like, oh, okay. So I walked around the room. It's fucking really weird, right? Walked around the room. I was like, oh, you can see all the Lego and Warhammer and everything. Anyway, who cares? So I did the 360 in the room, put her back on the stool, and she put her back on the stool. And she's like, this is a really good position, actually. So she said, but there's a little screen in the corner. What's that? I was like, that's my Alexa device. She's like, okay, can you unplug that? Yeah. So I unplugged Alexa. She said, you've got a second screen there. Is there a way you can turn it off? I was like, yeah, but it's just in the background. You can see it's the background. And she went, yeah, but you could have the second, because she could only see like the first third of it. She said the 2 other thirds, you could have something open. If I'll going to put you back in the waiting room, I'll come back in, you could open something. And I was like, people really fucking cheat. Anyway, so I had to turn that screen off. And in the end, I ended up with a completely bare desk. Okay. Anyway, then she did the other 2 people. 20 passed. We started at midday. 20 passed. She's finally done all 5 people's checks. Checked all their rooms, made sure everything's good, checked all their IDs and stuff like that. I'm not whinging about how long that takes. That was pretty expected, to be fair. She then gives us the password. Oh, lots of things as well, by the way. Like you don't have to talk to her. Don't fucking talk to me, peasant. It was like, if you understand what I'm telling you, give me a thumbs up. All right? And you have to just thumb up in front of the camera. And then she's like, if you need me at any point during an examination, don't say anything. Wave at the camera. That'll get my attention. I'll draw you into a second room. Okay. And then we can have a conversation so we don't disturb the other people, because I want your microphones on at all times. And I was like, fucking Jesus Christ. And then the best part was as well, she's like, when you finish your examination, you'll have all your 20 questions. They'll all have changed colour. 40 questions. They'll all have changed colour. You'll get the little finish button, blah, blah, blah. Click finish. If you're okay with your answers, click OK. And when you're done with it, hold your thumb up in front of the camera for more than 5 seconds. And if you do that, I know you've finished, and I'll log you out of the meeting room. And only when I've logged you out of the meeting room can you log out of your exam paper, because that means I've received your results. I was like, oh, okay. All right, fine. And she said, if at any point you get a disconnect from the meeting room, I'll instantly log you out of your exam paper. So if you see your exam paper log you out immediately, it's probably because you've dropped out of the Zoom call. And I'll change the password straight away so you can't get back in. Because she doesn't want you to be able to do any of the exam when she can't see you. Okay. Right? I was like, fucking Jesus Christ. This is pretty fucking strict. So anyway, I then 20 minutes of prep and briefing, started the exam, 7 minutes, finished it, hit finish, hit OK, give her a thumbs up. By the time I looked around, she'd already logged me out. I was like, oh, fucking hell.
Tamiya airbrush cleaner is the same as Tamiya glue. The glue is 50-50. The airbrush cleaner is 49.51, the same 2 ingredients. Saves loads of money.
I didn't know that. Look at that. Genius. But yeah, so I stuck my phone. I clicked finished, clicked OK, put my thumb up, and as I turned out, she logged me out. I was like, oh, I'm gone. I feel kind of lonely already in my own house. End exam. It said, congratulations, you passed. I was like, oh, we done. Cool.
If that was me, 7 minutes, I'd have thought, I've definitely missed a whole page.
I mean, there was a couple of questions in there. I was like, there's no way this was in the course material. I have no idea what the answer to this is at all.
Did you ever do that in your GCSEs? Look up, everyone's still writing, and you're thinking, I've missed a whole page. Definitely missed a whole page.
Right, I'm going to sound like a bell end here. 99% of exams that I've done, I've been the first person to leave the room. In the early days, you've got mad panic. Because you're like, everyone's still working away. And you know, You do that little thing, don't you? Like, let's say it's a 40-page exam or whatever. You'll be like, oh, they're on page 22 and I'm done. What have I not done? What have I not filled in? What have I not, Or if it's multi-choice, you'd be like, you finish your fucking 40, 50 questions. You're like, they're on question 20, 21. What's going on here? But over time, I've kind of got used to just being the first person to leave the room now. And just going, commit.
I was the person that did miss the whole page.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah. I failed all my GCSEs. I had to resit my English in college under the condition that if I failed the English, I was instantly kicked out of college.
Yeah.
So I had to pass my English. And now I see an awful lot of myself in James when he does poetry, because he's looking at me like, Mum, why?
I don't care.
This makes no sense.
Yeah.
And there was even a picture of Sir Isaac Newton, and it was a picture of him looking out the window, and we just discussed the visible spectrum. And the question was, what do you think Sir Isaac Newton is thinking about looking out of the window? And James went, I'm a scientist. Why am I here staring out of a window? Why aren't I working? And I thought, well,
I mean,
it's an evaluation question, so there's technically no wrong answer as long as you can back it up.
Yeah, I've just kind of got used to it, but it's still, I think to this day, it still worries me a little bit. Walking out early and be like, I'm done, and is anyone else done? Or is it just me? Is there a reason why I'm done early? But so far, record still intact, never failed a written exam.
I was really very relieved the other week because I said to a few home editors, is it possible to home educate a child? They sit no exams and they can still get a job. And they were like, yes, there's loads of ways you can go about. Oh, instantly. Okay.
Well, the thing is as well.
Okay.
Here's the other thing to realise about the majority of exams. What happens if you fail?
I worry that if he fails one, he's going to think he's stupid.
But
And he's not.
okay, so I worry about his attitude about that. But in realistic terms, what happens in the world if you fail an exam?
Depends on what
You resit
job.
it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can qualify for extra time on an exam if you have considerations, but all that is extra time to panic about the exam.
I understand, but what happens if you don't pass your exam and you really need to do the exam? You resit it. It's not a one and done 90% of the time.
No, but it's the test environment.
No, I get that entirely, but like if you go into a test and you shit yourself because it's the first time you've been in that test environment, it's the first time you've done that particular paper, and you fuck it up completely because nerves get the better of you and you don't like test environments, you've got an experience at least then, and the next time you go in, you'll be 10% more comfortable because you know the experience, you know the environment. You just resit it, you just do it again.
What I need is for him to be a bit of an arsehole teenager and just does the opposite of everything I say. So when I go, I need you to tank this exam, he'll then be like, fuck you, Mum. I'm going to ace it. I'll show you.
Dave B says, I have no choice. I always finish first.
Aww.
Aww. UK university, you get 40% and you have a degree. 40%. I thought it was 60%.
I find that mad.
It is mad.
That's less than half.
That is mad.
How... I don't understand how you can have a degree in something which you have been educated further on, and you're allowed to pass with less than half.
Dan says as well, can still go to college and university when they're ready to, if they want to. Well, this is the thing. I can go to university now if I want to.
We can enrol him in college at 14.
Yeah. But he
he's
can also
ready.
enrol in college at 24 if he wants to.
Yeah, definitely.
This is irrelevant, really.
Definitely. Because I said to him, do you want to go to college? Because in 3 years, if you're ready, we can enrol you. And he was like, no, I just want to go to work.
I wish I had done a degree just to be degree qualified. Now I don't have the time for it. I don't.
I think...
And I don't know what I'd want to qualify in either, to be fair. That's part of the problem.
No.
But I don't really have the time for it anymore, so...
If someone said to me, here's an access pass to a degree, go and study something, there's nothing I'm that passionate about.
Yeah. But you're a physical vocational learner anyway, rather than a written person.
Yeah.
Which means, Luce, what's your best hobby hack?
This sounds really mean. Because I learn from watching and then doing, when I watch like knitting tutorials, there's a really lovely lady and she's very talented, but she's got a Birmingham accent and I can't listen to it, and she's so talented, and it's really because the subtitles don't match what she's saying, I can't even watch it with subtitles. So my hobby hack is probably just common sense. They need to have a nice voice. I can't.
That's not really a hobby hack for you,
no,
though.
I know. But you know when you're like, well, an accent doesn't matter because it's the knowledge and it's the talent and that's what you're there for. Apparently, the Birmingham accent, I can't.
Okay, well, there you go.
So hobby hack, it needs to be a nice voice.
It needs to be a nice voice is a hobby hack. Not that that's fun. Like, I was like hobby hack, like the best way to bake bread or like a trick that you do that you didn't find in a cookbook or something. And you're like, yeah, have nice voices, fuckers.
Okay, in that case, yes, I do have a hack for getting the most out of your yeast for bread.
For bread.
Is
to clarify.
When you're mixing your yeast in with your the food for the yeast, the way I think of it is, I don't know if this is scientifically correct, is that the water is waking the yeast up and you need to give it something to eat, which is why you'll probably put honey or sugar in there as well.
Yeah.
Put a plate on top of the bowl that you're mixing the yeast so it keeps the heat in and you get almost like a second round of heat for your yeast.
Wow, Luce, just wow, says Kev.
I know, I'm so sorry. I'm gutted because she's so talented, but I can't listen.
We can't all have nice voices, Luce, says Dan.
But the subtitles don't even match what she's saying.
That's because she talks in Birmingham, isn't it? That's right. Oh, yummy. Any of you out there in chat have any other hacks? Maybe that they're akin to just have a fucking nice voice, innit?
I think voices matter.
Yeah, that's not really a hobby hack, Luce. That's just a social media complaint. It's not a hack.
I'm sorry, very talented knitter. Your whole life being raised in Birmingham, clearly. Can you stop talking?
Yeah. If people are too quiet, Sean, and you don't tell me. When I was in school, I got told off for getting a kid to do my homework. I was a cheater. As an adult, I outsourced my homework to a chief financial officer. I'm called a savvy businessman. Yeah, absolutely. Birmingham accent is not another language. I mean, it is a little bit. It is a little bit, to be fair. There's a bit in it. Let's be honest. Heck, join an academy. Shut up, Kai.
Oh, and another hack that I found out totally by accident.
Oh, they've got loads now.
If you're making a French pastry like eclairs, mix the batter with a metal spoon because you need to keep the mixture warm. I found that out by accident because they came out amazing and I thought, oh, I must just have a talent for this. No, it was because I used a metal spoon.
Sean says, my hobby hack is doing a hobby stream on a Monday so people give me money, but then I don't do any hobby.
Yeah.
It's not really working though, is it? Oh, Mordyhammer gifted one I forgot to add, by the way. Thank you, Mordyhammer, for the one gifted. I forgot to add that on. But otherwise, it's not really working, Sean, right now. I have 0 qualifications in my field, but I do all right. I mean, I've arguably got 0 quals. That's not true now, but they're all experience-based rather than... yeah, I mean, it's irrelevant right now because of the job I do, but when I was at Rolls-Royce, I didn't have like a management degree or anything.
I think you're either... I think some people are just made for management, some people aren't.
It's a hobby stream anyway. We're talking about hobby hacks, Sean. It's relevant. It's getting an air fryer hack. Because God, it's changed my life no end. I mean, yeah, why not? Turn your hobby into a job. Get paid to hobby. Tick. Yeah, that's a hobby hack. I bought a bunch of Lego over the course of the last 24 hours from donations from you crazy fucking people. So it's all a business expense.
Excuse me.
Lucy's still dying a little bit, by the way. Hey, Neil, how's it going, dude? Another hack, speed paint for word bearers, lead belcher, corn red armor, null oil, then green eyes done. Sounds amazing. Am I doing all right? What do you mean?
I don't use my air fryer for cooking. I use it as a dehydrator. So
I've heard that there's loads of things you can cook with it as well.
yeah. So when if I make passata and I want to take the skins off the tomatoes, I dehydrate them, blitz them, and then I've got tomato powder.
Yeah.
So I can sprinkle it on a soup, give it a
Okay.
little kick.
I want to bring some hobbying back on Mondays. So obviously next Monday we're not streaming because I'm having my long weekend off, Liam's weekend off fund. And then the Monday after that, I'm hoping to bring back some hobbying because I'm currently spray painting loads of world eaters. And so if I can get this, what's it called? GoPro top-down idea working. The other bonus being I don't have to move my top-down camera between the studio and here. That would be a bonus for me. I missed the Lego stream. I'm gonna have to take a peek. We're gonna do a review video separately because they get fucking bare views. I reckon there's a possibility we could end up with more views on Lego content than we do on 40k stuff. Snipe Mikey, Mike the Rhino. Thank you for 5 gifted, dude. What a legend. Up to 38, almost halfway, chat. If 12 more people gift 1, we get to halfway. Whoa, whoa. Nearly halfway there.
Whoa!
Dirty underwear.
Yeah, I wanted to come up with a new one. Whoa! A massive grizzly bear. Ah, shit. Oh, wait. Whoa! Play in truth or dare.
I think I preferred the massive grizzly bear, I'll be honest.
Massive grizzly bear.
That is a possibility. It is a possibility, yeah. 100%. Lego stream was fire. Did you enjoy it, Sean? Genuinely. I really fucking enjoyed it. I'll be honest. Do you know, on Monday, we held, like, no, not Monday, on Saturday, we held like over 120 people for most of the day.
I know.
That's mad!
Yeah. Especially for Lego.
Imagine that Lego outdoes Warhammer. I mean, it's a bigger franchise, isn't it? Let's be honest. See you next Tuesday. I'm washing my hair. Oh. Whoa! Exclamation mark chair.
Does that fit? Whoa! Exclamation mark chair.
Kind of. He says it in Welsh. He probably misses half the letters out. Doesn't he? Yeah. If you actually enjoyed it, then good. Because I really fucking enjoyed it. To be fair, I really did enjoy it living vicariously. Well, you wait to see the next big set. It's big. The next big set. There's a medium set, a slightly smaller set, and a big set. All paid for by you lovely people! Exclamation mark PayPal. Fucking heroes, every one of you. It was. I got to the studio at like.
Reverse hobby stream? Unit and loose builds?
I couldn't knit.
What?
I don't have the pay. He was suggesting a reverse hobby stream. I knit, you build.
I think for the first time we'd see Liam's temper.
You reckon?
Who is playing who this week and which armies?
So tomorrow is, well, we'll see how we feel in the morning. If Luce and I come out of this horrible man flu overnight, I won't put the lads through it. So if we get really sick, and I'm feeling like it could go one way or the other right now, if we get really sick, I won't ask Joe and the team to come in over the week to come and get sick off of me, because that's not fair. I won't do that to people. All being well, tomorrow the team is me, Joe Brom. It's like Meet Joe Black, but me, Joe Brom. Right? At the moment, it's supposed to be me versus Brom, Stormcast versus Gargants, because previews. Thursday is the dream team of me, Joe, Paddy. And currently it's supposed to be Joe versus Paddy. I'm supposed to deck, but we haven't decided on armies yet because Joe needs to work out how the fuck he kicks his losing streak. So, goes to Lego website, puts price range 400 plus. One of them's in that category, Dan. One of them is in that category. I'm enjoying watching the Lego and gluing some knights on feet until I was asked to attend B&M. God, I hate that place. I don't mind it too much. Worst thing about Lego, waking up half pissed to go to the toilet and you step on a Lego piece. Holy Christ, the agony. Don't leave it on the floor then. It doesn't belong on the floor.
What's worse, a plug or Lego?
I don't think I've ever stepped on a plug, so I couldn't. I feel that would be worse. If you didn't know either, that would probably be worse. Because they're bigger prongs, isn't they?
I've stepped on a plug that was underneath a piece of paper that Ben was doodling on. Ooh. Somebody nearly died that day.
Somebody nearly died that day. Imagine the rants watching Liam trying to knit. It's not in my wheelhouse, mate. I can't do that.
I was walking down the street and this man jumped out the bush and said, for just 6.5k I can teach you some hobby hacks. I thought, bargain.
It is a bargain. I'll charge you the same. I like how it's now changed to £6.50, Joe Academy, by the way, for the 5. Thanks, dude. Because he can't win a fucking game. It's no Joe's Joe Academy is no longer worth 6.5k. It's now worth £6.50.
It'll be hard times when it's worth 65p.
It's getting that way. I'll be honest.
It's depreciating.
It is depreciating. If Joe's Academy was on the stock market, it'd be at an all-time low right now. He goes to Hellstorm event at the Saturday where he's 3-0 Joe, and he's won all 3 of his games. His stock is at the highest price. I don't think he's won a game since.
Oh.
He's gone.
Poor Joe. Has Joe had this cold? Yeah, he has. He had it.
Yeah, he had it last week.
Yeah.
He may have passed it to me. It might be that I've been the vessel to you and I've managed to avoid it. Is it worth £6.50? No, it absolutely isn't right now. Absolutely not. When does it go to 65p? It's the stock market, innit? Don't ask me. Lego high, so Lego's worse. That's fair. Dad, I nearly read that out loud. He'll be alright. Give Joe 3,000 points to Paddy's 2,000. I don't know if that will help him to go through at the moment. Hey, my other half says there's a Lego AT-AT at my local Smiths. The Millennium Falcon at Lego Smiths is currently at £200 off. But I couldn't. That one's not retiring soon, so I wasn't able to get my hands on that one. But I was able to. I chose not to. Papa Nurgle has blessed you, Liam. Rejoice in his gifts. Talking of gifts, I like what you did there, Mike. Nice segue. Exclamation mark gift. I'm a fan of that. So yeah, tomorrow will be Stormcast reveals. The new Eagle Bird Man Beast Stormcast kit. Fucking gorgeous, by the way. Absolutely incredible. The infantry kits, wildly disappointing. The hammer people, the liberators, they're just the same monopose kits out of the launch box, out of Skaven Tide. I was hoping for some more multi-part-ish kits to allow us to create more variety in the liberators. If you wanted multiple units of liberators, nah.
It goes Lego, plug and then a nail point side up. That's the worst pain ever, but not quite as painful as watching a VT stream.
Although I agree with the last comment, Kai, Lego is worse than a plug, which is worse than a nail point side up. I don't know if I agree with that one, mate.
Oh, I once stood on a drawing pin.
Did you?
When I was in year 4. And I didn't know until I looked at it, and then it hurt. Because for some reason, the class I was in, we were all running around with no shoes on and playing. It was like golden time on a Friday or something. Yeah. And I stood on a drawing pin. Didn't know I had a pin in my foot until I saw it, and then it hurt.
I've heard that before, though.
Yeah.
There's a person who put a garden pitchfork through their foot, straight through their foot, and then couldn't move, looked down, and they felt the pain. Yeah. Supposedly.
Mad, isn't it?
You mean to tell me you've never stepped on D4's dice? Fucking pain. I don't think I've ever owned a D4 dice, I'll be honest with you. Oh, the last bits for the Thanes weekend turned up over the weekend. Oh, well, that's a lie. To buy some cutting mats. Do you know how much they are? Ugh. But the last parts, the last spearhead boxes turned up. The last parts for the goodie bags turned up. I'm quite happy with how it's all come out. Have you seen the new Blood Angels Combat Patrol box value? Talk about good value, not. Why is it not good value? It's on pre-order, right? So the captain's £26. Where's my calculator? The captain's £26. The Sanguinary Guard are 37, and there's 2 of them. What else is in the box? There's more in the box though, right? Let's go to the Warhammer community page. I've seen this a lot from people. The box is terrible value, and I'm like, I am massively inclined to disagree. Where is the Combat Patrol box article though? This, honestly, this new Warcom page is fucking awful. It's so fucking dog shit. I don't know where the Blood Angels Combat Patrol box has gone, which doesn't help me. Blood Angels Combat Patrol. Not that one. Someone tell me what's in the Combat Patrol team. 1 captain, 6 Sanguinary Guards, and some normal troops. 10 assault intercessors, 6 Sanguinary Guard. Okay, so 10 assault intercessors. Belgian CP isn't up for yet. Okay, so 10 assault intercessors. So I've added so far the captain and the 2 units of 3 Sanguinary Guard. There'll be 1 box of Blood Angels transfers and upgrades, because there will, because there's 10 infantry in there. And then we'll add in the assault intercessors, which will be, what are they, 3750 or some shit? Where's the assault intercessors? Show more. Assault intercessors. This website's so fucking dog shit. I don't know who signed it off. Primaris Cursors, Vanguard Vets, a Lieutenant, 7 Hellblasters, Arjack Cockfist, Infernus Squad, Jump Pack Assault Intercessors. Assault Intercessors 40. So if you buy everything separately, that £100 box set would cost you £161.50. £161.50, and you're paying £100. I think that's great value. Hobby advice: don't fall asleep while painting. Top advice. GW sites are now incredibly painful to navigate. I'll take that with a foot.
I can hear you all. I'm going nowhere.
Thanks for the 2, Joe's losing streak. What a legend. I thought this is very cheap to pick up these. Okay, value may be the wrong word. It's just a shit box. Okay, fair. I don't think it's that shit a box. I think it's a decent box. But I see there's a lot of hate about it. Mind you, at the moment, I am coming to the conclusion of no matter what GW do right now, they are probably going to be told they're doing shit. Like, they can't seem to win at the moment. I think if Games Workshop slashed all their prices right now by 50%, everyone will go, oh, could have been 60%. Could have been 60%. Not good enough. You get 6 Vanguard, you get 10 Assault Intercessors, which is very Blood Angels. With the Assault Intercessors upgrade sprue, you get a captain that can actually join those Assault Intercessors. I think that's alright. I'm okay to be proven wrong, though. I think it's alright. I take that over the Dark Angels one, which is like nothing Dark Angels bar the upgrade sprues. New Kill Team box. The new Kill Team box is sexy. They announced that before I start talking about it. It was an article today, wasn't it? Oh, here it is, yeah. Kill Team Start Set, Space Marine Plague Marines. So they've got the Space Marine heroes, the Death Guard heroes, the tokens, the pop-out terrain. It's really nice that, right? That's a fucking top box. Although it's killed the Warhammer Hero second-hand market, I reckon. Absolutely flat fucking murdered it. I need to plug this fucking phone in because the battery's dying. It's starting beeping at me. There you go. Gone. Oh, that was noisy. So good. Yeah, so good, right? Hobby hack. Buy that box instead of buying the hero separately from fucking China or wherever it is. As long as it's under 120 quid. I can't see it being more than that, Dan. Hobby hack, don't use paint for blood effects. Leak on your own models. HIV plus for bonus flavour. That's awful. Escapade. Escapade. She's ignoring me.
I'm not. Just counting.
Okay. Not sure this is a hobby hack, but I matte varnished some minis for the first time today. It makes them look way better. Ties the whole paint job together. It does. If you get a decent matte varnish on it, yes. I'm only excited if it's reasonably priced. I reckon it'll be reasonably priced. Previous Kill Team starts, that was $90. The terrain is a great idea for the entry-level box. I'm very curious to see where that terrain goes. Whether that's just for Kill Team, or whether they start producing their own competitive tabletop box set of terrain. Very interested to see what they do with that. Not much, Kev. Member. Not worried about merch right now. We're worried about members, mate. The people are telling me they don't want me to take any time off. Love a matte varnish. Last one was Krieg plus Commandos and the small orc barricades for cheap. Oh, okay. I'm not up to date with Kill Team stuff. I just don't really care for it. The box sets are always great. The value's always pretty good. I just don't care for the game. Just not really bothered by it. I've only ever picked up Kill Team boxes for the models for 40k, to be fair. There we go, Kev. That's the one. Get the member train going. Choo choo, motherfuckers. How's the soccer tent going?
Yeah, I'm just reinforcing the heel.
I love that they linked it back to previous time they've done cardboard terrain so people don't moan. I think the pop-out cardboard terrain looks fire. If they start to produce, like, right, I've been involved in Titan's terrain. I've got other terrain companies looking to sponsor for new terrain stuff that's come out, which looks really good. Hang on.
Bless you.
Excuse me. If GW start producing this cardboard, like MDF-y kind of pre-printed pop-out terrain at a reasonable price, which has always been my biggest problem with Games Workshop terrain, at a reasonable price, that could change the fucking game for a lot of people. A guy is turning on his patio right now over that Kill Team comment. Wow.
I'm not hopeful for this soccer tent.
No?
No.
Whitey, thank you for the one gifted. Start the membership train. Choo choo. Say choo choo, motherfucker.
Why?
Say choo choo, motherfucker.
I'd say choo choo.
Motherfucker.
No.
Why not?
No.
Are we doing more on Mondays after this?
No.
We're behind. We didn't do Sour on Sundays.
Well, you're about to have a long weekend, so we can catch up then.
That means you've got to do 2 hours this weekend coming up.
I won't do it back to back.
No, well, no. I wouldn't expect you to. You can say choo choo, motherfucker, and then they might gift then.
I'll say choo choo.
Say
I'm
it.
not. No, I'm not.
Say motherfucker.
No.
You can do it.
No.
I'll allow it. Choo choo, motherfucker.
No.
Say it really quietly. Choo choo, motherfucker. Right.
No.
You can do it.
Nope.
She's not a team player. My hack is varnish minis before using streaking grime. If you use army painter paints, the paints come off with grime when wiping off. Interesting. My Streamlabs tells me Jill's gifted a membership, but my YouTube's just crashed. So hang on. If so, Jill, thank you for the one gifted. There it is. It's come through. Thank you, Jill, for the one gifted membership. You're a legend. Up to 40, team.
There you go. You got yourself a degree now.
Got myself a degree. A UK-based third. There's no 8 o'clock news flash on a Monday.
No, it's hobby night.
Mondays is no news flash, no hat tricks, no loose hopes, no fucking loose facts. She sits there with her knitting needles out instead, and if I push her too hard, she'll stab me with them, so... Uh-oh, no sour on Sunday. No, well,
We did feel really shit last night.
I got home last night, after building the tower on a bit of a high. Got home last night, and Luce was in full kitchen flow making home remedies because she was feeling absolute turbo dog shit. Because she was feeling absolute turbo dog shit, she got distracted. She got a bit hyper-focused, one might say, in making home remedies. And so dinner didn't actually go down on the table until 8:30 in the evening. Which is fine. I don't care. I don't have to cook, so I'm not going to complain. So we then sat and ate dinner, and my youngest, at that time of night, will take 45 minutes minimum to eat his dinner. So the kids didn't go up to bed till 9:30 at the earliest. At which point we have to clean the kitchen because no one wants to come down to a shithole the next morning. And by the time we were done cleaning everything up and getting everything sorted, it was like shower, bed. We both felt awful at that point. We both felt pretty shitty. So off we went upstairs to bed, and we got to bed at like 10:30, 11, ready for a 6 a.m. alarm. Yay!
But I woke up this morning because I'd had my home remedies. I woke up this morning, felt normal.
I mean, I haven't had your home remedies, and I felt okay.
I guess works for some, not for others. You do your own little like routine of getting through a cold.
Dan says there's no news on Monday. Monday doesn't deserve news. Facts. Doesn't deserve news. Nothing's happened yet, chat. That's why there's no news.
Yeah, slow news day.
And where you remember that loose news doesn't have to be on the day. It can be the last fucking 3 years. Breaking news, got assaulted by 6 dwarfs. Not happy. How's it going, Daryl? How are you, sir? My hack is playing any edition before 8th to have a more flavourful narrative and fun game before 40k. 10th is seriously sapping the joy out of the games recently for me. Is it interesting? I'm actually... It's genuinely interesting because I was feeling that way and now I'm enjoying myself quite a lot. And I think it was just a change of my attitude. Now I'm having much fun. Half hour to go, team. At this rate, we need 2 members a minute. I think there's a video of that on the hub. 2 members a minute. I'm waiting for the day that Loose News is actually from the future. Hey Wolfheart, how's it going, dude? These things, by the way, are mad addictive.
Oh no.
What have you done? Have you fucked it again?
No. No,
What?
it's fine. I caught it.
What temp number is this?
8.
Is it actually 8?
It
Or
is.
is it 11?
No, I'm not counting the first 3.
Why not?
Because the first 3, we're just getting comfy with the idea of it. And now we're full steam ahead. I will crack this. I will do it. I will do it. And because you're such a supportive husband, you're going to say how beautiful my homemade socks are.
I think you'll do it. Whether they look and feel like socks is...
Why
we'll
wouldn't
see.
they feel like socks?
Once you've figured the sock out, does that mean you can scale it up and make homemade Christmas stockings?
Yeah, essentially.
With Christmas patterns in. Robert, thank you for 5 gifted! Thank you so much, Robert, for 5 gifted, man. What a legend.
It's just the bit that is turning the heel, which is where you take a 2D shape and you force it into a 3D shape. The same as dressmaking, especially on women, when you're making a top for boob space. Again, trying to take a 2D piece of cloth and then make it 3D for a bust.
Boob space doesn't have to just be for women nowadays. Have you seen Wargamers?
No.
Kind of lurking and listening along while building scathing. What are you building? We building, we building, we building. We building, bod. How many finger toes do they have?
What?
Are you doing finger toes or just rounded ends?
Oh no, just a toe.
Don't do finger toes. They're weird. That's strange.
I know what you mean now. I didn't know what you mean.
We're 5 away from halfway, chat.
There is a shoe brand out there. I think they're called Barefoot, and they do like finger toes. I'll say what Escape said. They do finger toes for your feet, but they're shoes, and they're supposed to be the best shoes because it allows your foot to spread.
I'd like to try them, but I feel like I look like a weirdo. How did you change your mindset to enjoy 10th games? My FLGS is mainly competitive, guys, so it's hard to get them to take fluffy lists or rule of cool. Yeah, that is going to be a challenge, to be fair. It was kind of difficult, to be fair. I was in a real rut with 10th edition. And I went back to my favourite faction. I just took cool shit. I went to a tournament, lost all 3 games quite heavily. And I actually ended up having fun because I just took what I liked despite losing. So I ended up getting into a mindset where I was like, I don't actually care about winning. I want to just play the shit that I think's cool. It was really hard. And there was a couple of occasions where it's like, this is just oppressive a little bit. I then came away wanting to make improvements to my list, and I was like, oh, hang on, here's the bug again. There is no easy answer, though, I'm afraid. I don't think that necessarily is going to work for everybody. I'm lucky with Paddy and Joe and Brom and people like that because they want to enjoy the game as well rather than just kick each other's shit in. Although at the moment it's even more enjoyable with Joe because he just loses all the time. So, you know. When you have an opponent like Joe, you're like, I'll just play Joe, then I'll get a win in. What's today's topic? Boobs? Yeah, why not? My best hobby hack is boobs. Get boobs, get loads of followers. Facts, innit? Lisa's like, I'm not touching that one.
No.
YouTube's been crashing like twice a day for me. YouTube crashes like 4 times a stream for me at the moment, to be fair.
Darts is really hard when you say about boobs. Darts is when... Oh, fuck, drop stitch.
That memory issue, Kaz, is what's happening, by the way, constantly.
Darts is when you... So you have a rectangular fabric and you make sort of an arrow that goes, let's say, towards the centre of the fabric. And where your perforated lines are that have created that arrow, you join the fabric up. And that's where it creates the curve for a boob.
Boob.
It's very hard because you need to make the darts kind of invisible and they need to be symmetrical and not finish on the nipple so it looks like... It's very hard.
Will, thank you for the one gifted. Up to 46.
I'm yet to find a hack for darts.
We need 4 ones, 150, chat, go. 4 ones, 150.
So next time you're in the shop and your wife's looking at a nice blouse and she tries it on and you think, I know exactly how that's made now and that looks amazing on her. That's how.
Barefoot shoes with a wide toe box are absolutely great, especially for hiking or tournaments, etc. where I have to spend a lot of my time on my feet. Just take a bit of getting used to. Muscles activating.
Yeah.
I wanted to try them ages ago, but I thought you just looked like a fucking weirdo, so I didn't.
They're supposed to be great because they work your calf muscles as well, strengthen your ankle. It allows your foot to spread, so you stand. Because a lot of people get hip ache because they'll lean in one hip because they're standing.
The thing is, I was always told. Here's the weird part, right? I was always told that I needed arch support because I've got flat feet. So
yeah.
I'm like, if I had those shoes, I'm just going to have worse flat feet, surely.
Maybe, I don't know.
Change the subject slightly. Did anyone see the Starship launch and catch yesterday? They caught the damn thing. I did see it. I don't know the significance of it or how they caught it. I have no idea the significance. Apparently, it's a big deal.
What have they caught?
A space rocket. They launched it.
Yeah.
And then rather than letting it come crashing back to Earth, they caught it back in the...
Yes, that was on the news this morning.
Yeah, it's Musk's thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first time it's happened.
I don't know why it's a big deal.
Because it's the first time.
How far do they launch it? Because if this is the rack and they went boom.
But that's still amazing because imagine the power that's underneath that rocket to be able to safely land it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Apparently it's impressive. There you go. Who knew? Not me. I'm trying to think if I've got any other hobby hacks. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. Musky in it, yeah. It's Musk funded. He didn't do it himself, of course.
There's a hack for knitting in the round, which nobody cares about because this isn't a knitting channel.
No,
anybody.
I mean it could be. We're no longer a Warhammer channel chat. We're now knitting in Lego. I wanted to move Gandalf down a level. I can't. He can't move down a level.
No, because of that.
He's too tall because of his staff.
He's too grand.
Grandalf. Hey!
Imagine having your granddad as the actor who played Gandalf.
I want to just probably say hello. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm not at my best today, but thankfully there's less than an hour and a half left at work for me. Oh, dude. Hugs. Hour and a half, Elect Man. You can get through it. Then you get to get home and chill out. Oh, I got a cool thing, chat, right? I got a cool thing. I'm very happy with this purchase.
Such a twat. They look like encyclopedias.
Why are the shelves different heights? The shelves aren't different heights. The top shelf has the roof above it, so it's got like a metal like a roof that sits like that, and that's the only reason why it's got. It was lucky. It wasn't like I never bought it to fit on that shelf. I bought it before I bought the shelves, and I was like, I wonder if it'll fit the shelf. Put it in the top shelf, and it fits perfectly in there. And I was like, I'll put it down the level below, and it's a centimetre too big. But yeah. These, by the way, are absolutely phenomenal. Right? So these are the full Lord of the Rings set, but fully illustrated by Christopher... Is it... What's his name? Fully illustrated by what's-his-face Ujimiflip.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. I kept the thing somewhere. Where did I put it? Where did I put the thing that tells me the stuff? Bruce, where did I put the thing that tells me the stuff? Oh, I've misplaced the thing that tells me the stuff. I've put it somewhere. I put it somewhere safe. Does it tell me on the... Alan Lee, illustrated by Alan Lee. What the fuck?
Who's Christopher?
Christopher Lee is an actor, isn't he? And then in these books that are beautifully illustrated and all the pages are illustrated, you also have a limited card in every one from Alan Lee, and the back of each of these beautiful, beautiful tomes. I might start reading these on my days off.
I love tucking into a good book.
These are what you would call or could consider good books. Christopher Lee played Salmon, yeah, exactly. The Lord of the Rings with illustrations by Alan Lee. I'm so happy with this set. I can't tell you how happy I am with it. I haven't read the books for ages. For a very long time. I've still got them here somewhere, but... I'm now excited about reading the books again. Christopher Lee played Count Dooku, yeah, and Saruman. I watched episode 1, The Phantom Menace, today. To get me in the mood.
You're not going to torture me with those films as well, are you?
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, I watched today, right? And I haven't watched that film for fucking ages. And I sat there and I just enjoyed it. Apart from Jar Jar, who's fucking annoying. But I just enjoyed it. And what was most important, what was most impressive as well, is the first half an hour of the film, my youngest watched with me. And then the second half an hour of the film, he went off to do his education stuff, and the eldest came and joined me because he'd done his education stuff. And after the second half an hour of the film, the youngest came back in, and they both watched the rest of the film with me. And in the early stages of the film, they're a bit chitty-chatty, as they do.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the film, right, they just stayed quiet and watched it.
Aww.
And the very last lightsaber duel between the two Jedi and Darth Maul, they were fucking glued to it. And I was like, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. They were absolutely glued to it. I was like, this is fucking great. Demo Gorgon, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. We made it over halfway. Whoa, whoa. We're over halfway there. Whoa, whoa.
Don't do this to me. I'm on a counting row. I can't be.
New struggles when I stare.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't really make a stream, so happy to be here. Just want to say thanks for all the content. Hey, Michael, thanks, dude. Lovely words. The sequels make you appreciate the prequels more, maybe. I'm one of those. So they were talking about this in Thanes today, right? I'm going to be one of those fucking absolute heathens now who sits here and says, I like all of the non-cartoon movies. I've never watched any of the cartoon ones because I can't bring myself to do it. All of the non-cartoon Star Wars movies, I like them all. Yeah, some are better than the others, and some have got some pretty shocking acting moments, and some have Jar Jar Binks in them. But I like them all because I don't look for hidden meaning or hidden agenda or any of that nonsense. I look for space battles, spaceships, lightsabers, Jedis, the Force. I look for Star Wars being Star Wars. I don't care about deep meaning or any of that shit that goes on. I just want Star Wars. Oh.
Do you think they knew Jar Jar would be...
I don't know. I know I went and watched one of the newer films in the cinema. It might have been the first of the new 3. I can't remember what they were called. And I went and watched that one in the cinema. And I came out and everyone was like, oh, it was fucking shit. I was like, I fucking loved it. It was everything Star Wars from where I was a kid. But in modern day times.
I heavily associate the Star Wars movies with Easter bank holiday.
Oh, really? Why? Was that what you were succumbed to? You're a victim of...
Yeah.
Yeah? Even Leia floating through space? Who cares? It's cool. Don't give a shit.
And then James Bond is always on at New Year.
Fucking... it's just Star Wars.
I didn't mind that one, actually. James Bond was alright.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed watching the film. I made a pledge. I'm going to watch a couple more this weekend. I made a pledge that I'm going to start the Star Wars marathon, which gives you some hints as to some of the new Lego sets that are coming in for some more content soon. Exclamation mark PayPal if you want more kits.
Right, here we go. We're now on to the bit.
The problem with the sponsorship is I go through this much faster now.
We're on to the bit that has failed me for the last 7 times.
But yeah, so I'm just into it now. So I'm gonna watch. I looked on Rotten Tomatoes for the order in which I need to watch them in, because it goes like 1, 2, 3, then it's Solo, then it's
Yeah, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
no, it's 1,
9.
2, 3 Solo. Then I think it's Rogue One. Then I think it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's that way round. I think that's how it goes. But I've never watched in its entirety The Mandalorian. I've never watched Obi-Wan. I want to watch all of it now. All of the stuff. That's where I crossed the line. The last 3 films were a disaster, even disregarding the Force BS. Look, Lord of Cinder, right? You're a person at the weekend who said you didn't like Lord of the Rings, so your opinion is null and void. If you don't like Lord of the Rings, opinion null and void. Facts. And don't give me this bullshit about how I said I'd watch them again. You said you didn't like them and you fell asleep. Out. Out. Rogue One happened right before 4. Yeah, so it is, isn't it? It's 1, 2, 3, Solo, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, isn't it? Rogue One was a fucking great film, by the way. Which is the greatest one? Which is the greatest Star Wars film, chat? I feel like it's between Rogue One or Empire. Fight me, I will. I like a good scrap. Star Wars is not what it was. I got old or something else happened. I found 40k now. I think it's just because you got older. Like, didn't Lucas design the film for children originally? I do still think the Lord of the Rings trilogy beats Star Wars overall just because Jedi falls a bit short while Lord of the Rings all 3 movies are ace. Empire, Rogue One, Empire. Okay. Don't become a Star Wars channel. I won't. I do like Star Wars though, Jill. Empire, Rogue One a close second. That's where I'd probably go, Kai, to be fair. I reckon I'm the same. Star Wars was never supposed to be for adults. Oh, okay, that's what I thought, but I don't know where I read that or saw that. Aliens. Lol. I'm still Lord of the Rings greater than Star Wars, by the way, for facts. There's a reason why Middle-earth's on my wall. Don't know if I can choose a favourite, really. We haven't made the 2 members a minute target, by the way, team. We're 49 away with 10 minutes to go. That's 4.9 a minute. 5 a minute. Who's up for the challenge? 135 people watching. So I reckon we can do it. For the Liam Time Off Fund. Lucy's sighing over there. Look, she's now worried. They probably heard that audible sigh.
I'm not sighing.
She's now worried. Rogue One just pips Empire for me. Interesting. It is definitely tight. I think Empire pips Rogue One for me, but that's probably because of the nostalgia. Because I obviously, as a kid, I watched 4, 5, 6 first.
Ahsoka Season 2 is going to introduce Abel Oath, and if you know who that is and what it took to stop her, then get bloody hyped.
Is Ahsoka a cartoon, though? I've now stopped painting to chat. You've now stopped painting to super chat. Is Ahsoka cartoon based? Because I can't do cartoon. I can't do CGI films or series. Darth Vader versus Sauron. Ooh. Now, I am Lord of the Rings greater than Star Wars, right? 100%. It's live action. Okay, that's a strong possibility that I'll watch that then. 100%, right? I am, without doubt, Lord of the Rings greater than Star Wars. Without doubt. But Darth Vader has to be one of the best bad guys ever invented. Definitely one of the most famous bad guys.
It's so sad that he's gone.
James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
Only recently.
Yeah, I know.
He's probably quite an old guy at that point, right?
There's a bunch of Facebook reels going around about when he voiced Mufasa. It's quite sweet.
Oh, okay.
that was it. That's my story time.
Vader is just a skeleton with asthma who was terrifying to people. He's not a bad guy, he's just mistaken. Lol. Skippy, thank you for 10! He's helpful to 4.9 per minute, chat. Skippy, thank you for 10 gifted memberships, dude. What a legend. Maybe we'll save the night. Maybe we'll rescue the week. In a fight, maybe probably Vader. Sauron, if you've watched... Right. Controversial statement now, chat. If you've watched season 2 of Rings of Power, Sauron's pretty badass. Pretty powerful dude. Although I haven't watched the final episode yet. I need to watch that. Probably Wednesday I'll watch that. Sam could batter Vader with his carrot? Probably. $39 to go, chat. Anakin just wanted to say Padme. Can we all talk a little bit about how weird that is as well, by the way? Like, episode 1, Padme is like the queen, and Anakin's like an 8-year-old boy. And they end up banging, and no one questions it. We don't think that's a bit weird? That's not controversial. Sauron is an immortal Maya. Mortals can't kill him. Yeah. He should have just learned Force Heal. Padme's a perf. Yeah, exactly. That's my point, Josh. An elected queen. Lol. Yeah. She was like 16, he was 10. She was 14 in the first film as the queen. That's still weird. Not as weird as Jar Jar. In the incest series, yeah, that tracks. Exactly, it's weird, isn't it? He just had a crush and she preyed on it. Women, they're all evil, aren't they? Fucking Luke snogged his sister. Do you want to talk weird? Kyle, you're from Wales. Isn't that normal? It's the first human woman he'd ever seen apart from his mum. It's still a bit like there's an age gap there, Dan. I'm just saying, right? She's an elected queen. She comes in. He's an 8-year-old boy. Have you ever seen Brick Vader? Have you seen Brick Vader on YouTube? Hobby hack, use makeup brushes for dry brushing. Cheaper and come in many sizes. And probably better finish as well for the most part. The Star Wars Galaxy is a silly place, really. Sounds like a fucking Monty Python script. Not as silly as Camelot. I thought it was Monty Python. I got you there, Brian. Connected. Where'd you get this background music from? Exclamation mark music. Exclamation mark music. Click the link. It'll give you everything. Brick Vader is great. It is great, isn't it? 5 gifted if you like Brick Vader. We've got so many exclamation marks now, it's mad. We've got a few too many. But I went through the other day to try and delete some. I was like, I can't delete any of them. Diana was 16 when Charles was 29. The less said about the royal family, Dan, the better, probably, mate. Let's be honest. Diana being 16 whilst Charles is 29 isn't the weirdest sexual thing to come out of the royal family, is it, of late? Let's be fair. Hey, can't blame Anakin. I would too. Have you seen Natalie Portman? Not nowadays, though, right? Well old now. Liam, I can't get into the Vikings Blood mead every time I look out of stock. Don't go for Vikings Blood. Don't go Lancashire Mead Company anymore, Trench. Exclamation mark mead. Exclamation mark mead, you get a link to Nidhogger Mead, which is our new sponsor, as well as a discount code. A discount code. If you like Vikings Blood, I'd go for something like the blueberry and blackcurrant that I've been drinking tonight, or the sour cherry maybe. Although I have got somewhere the something and lemon one to try. Super chuffed, by the way, you lot. They had a bunch of orders come in yesterday, so thank you for supporting that. You're amazing. Now, let's just hit membership goal and I can go to bed. Oh, whose bottles are out of stock? Nidhogger. Did we buy them all out yesterday? They'll be well happy with me then. No, it's not lemon and lime, it's a different one. It is... Let's go find them meads. Blackberry and blackcurrant, sour cherry, raspberry and lemon. They're not out of stock, it's all in stock. Got both cherry and blackcurrant ones on their way to me. Cheers to the discount. They are honestly beautiful, Rum O'Clock. Honestly. They're so nice. They're so easy. The one thing I will say is, at 15% volume, they are far too easy to drink. The 100ml bottles are, I guess, in their sample bottles. Yeah, I guess so. So this is the 700... 70 centilitres, 700ml. These. What's the UK price for 700ml? It's 32 quid. 32 pounds. So what's that, like $45 ish? Roughly? 45 to 50 bucks. It's not likes we need, Kev. Exclamation mark Griff, thanks mate. Are you still knitting?
Yeah.
You've got me for a bit longer whilst Lucy's knitting. And whilst we try and finish off the weekend off fund. I haven't really learnt any hobby hacks today. I wanted to come away with something new to try.
You want to try knitting?
No, as a hobby hack. For my hobby. Not your hobby. Never actually got to try mead yet. I love the stuff. Well, for fear of this being clipped, I love the fruity stuff. The traditional mead is, I can drink it, it's nice, but the second you start adding blackcurrants, blackberries, cherries, strawberry to it, raspberry to it, that's what I like.
So do you like Copperberg then?
Yeah, but we don't like to admit it online.
Oh, why?
It's not the most manly of drink, Copperberg, summer fruits or strawberry and lime. But that strawberry and lime Copperberg I could literally drink like a soft drink. We just don't admit it out loud.
I see.
Most of my hacks are for airbrushing. Throw one at me, Morty Hammer. Hobby hack, use mead instead of water to clean your brushes. Now your brushes taste better.
That's a good hobby hack.
One for us Oldens picked up a desk-mounted magnifying glass with built-in light. Game changer. I've always thought about them silly little eyeglasses. I've never actually tried them. I don't know if it would actually make any difference to my hobbying. When you say sour cherry, is it really sour tasting? No. No, it can't make your gums retreat. It's not that bad. It's not even a patch on those sour sweets. Not a patch on those. Like, not even close. It's like Tangfastic Tango levels of sour. Maybe not even that. You drink to drink nice drinks or drink to get drunk. Drunk drinks are not tasty. Oh. Well, there you go. Not entirely sure what Dan just said there. Are you winning?
I think so.
Oh. Is this attempt 8 or 9?
Oh no, that's okay. This is attempt 8.
Is this attempt 8 or 11?
8.
Are we sure?
First 3 didn't count.
You sound like you're getting sicker.
No, I'm just tired. That is all.
You sound like you're sicker.
Tired.
Have an insulated mug of hot water from your kettle when you airbrush to help flush it out.
Oh. Magnifying headset has been a game changer for me. Oh, interesting. I need a hack for painting 30 worldies to berserkers relatively quickly. Dip them. Don't do that. I used to use the glasses, but they're quite heavy and they'll snozz. I'll be bringing both to Spearhead Weekender. I need to buy cutting mats, and I don't really want to spend that much money, but needs must, I guess. Needs must. Oh man. My glass is empty now, Luce. How long have you got?
3 more stitches.
Bitches. You got 3 stitches, chat. I don't know what it is in time. All 4 Chaos Gods are based on bodily fluids. Corn blood, Nurgle turds, Slanesh jizz, Zeech spit. How's that? When's Jono back with his Gits army? He was supposed to be back tomorrow. Believe it or not, he was supposed to be back in the studio tomorrow night with his Gits army. And he pulled out last night stroke this morning because he also has man flu. So he can't make it now tomorrow because man flu. He said, I can't, count me out. So that's why I put Brom in. I need to check if Brom's actually okay with it. Otherwise, awkward. I also, if we do go down with man flu, I don't know what we're going to do instead. You're going to get more of random waffle from me sat here. Who knows?
I don't understand what's happening. This was the same formula of the last 7 attempts, but this one's working.
I don't
understand.
It's good though, right?
Yeah, but then where did the last 7 work?
Put a few drops of Flow Improver in your brush cleaning mug to help release the paint from the bristles.
As in if you're doing hand painting. Interesting. Exclamation mark gift. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do if I have to cancel studio streaming tomorrow. And it's Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do instead. What should we do instead? We'll have to talking heads it of some sort.
I shall be knitting.
Well, I mean, that's why they're here. Let's be honest. Oh, here he is. Late to the party. Hey, John McArdle. Thank you so much. For 20 gifted, John. It's been a quiet one tonight. It's been a nice one. It's been enjoyable. John, thank you for 20 gifted. We've got 19 to go now for Liam's weekend off fund. Just 19 of one of my weekend off funds. Hobby stream tomorrow. If we have to, yeah. On a call, no sound. My phone is ringing from a Brian Dempsey. Is that a friend of yours? Yeah, probably. Hobby stream tomorrow. Probably not. I don't have a top-down camera unless I fix my top-down issue with my GoPro. Cancel? Absolutely not. Come on, chat. You know me. I can't cancel. I could vag it for the daytime. Thank you so much, John, for the 20 gifted, man. What a fucking hero. 19 to go. 4 lots of 5 is more than 19. That's a fact. Cheapo food chopping boards. That's a maybe, actually. That's not a bad shout, Kev. Probably not a bad shout. Maybe. I found some chopping mats on Amazon for like 15 quid or something, but I need like 20 of the fuckers. That's the problem. You're like, oh, 15 quid a chopping board's not bad. Hang on a minute. That means 10's 150 quid and 20's 300. That's now a problem. Possibly. Well, it depends. I'm feeling shitty at the moment. Not the worst. Like, it doesn't... There's no physical difference to me, but I'm feeling... You know, do you ever get that... Right. Our bodies are amazing things. Do you ever get that feeling where you're like, I feel like a cold is coming. I feel like man flu is coming. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever get that feeling? Like it's nasally here, it's like throaty there. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to be sick and I don't want to be sick. I'm there now. That's where I'm at right this moment. Luce is kind of there as well. Am I right?
I did it! Look, I turned the heel.
Is that...
Hang on, let me show you.
I don't know what that means.
I made a corner.
Oh, look at you go. Look how happy you look.
I know, I did it. That's where your heel would go.
That's worth 5 gifted each, chat, right? Luce did it. She started to make a sock.
Well, the heel. Just the heel. Because I can already do the cuff. I can already do the leg. It's the heel. And I reinforced the heel flap, which sounds very flattering.
Alex, you beautiful ginger human being. Thank you for the 1 gifted. What a hero. So yeah, I've got that feeling that's like I'm going to probably be sick in the next few days. Having said that, the last 2 to 3 times, like I was talking to Luce about this, right? The last 2 to 3 times I felt like this year, I have then had a couple of days of being a bit run down, and I've not come out in an illness. I've avoided it all year. So apart from things that can't be helped, like food poisoning last week, right? When I say I haven't been sick all year, food poisoning's food poisoning. I wasn't sick. I got food poisoning. It's a bit different. I haven't actually been sick all year. Which has been, I think this might have been the longest time I've actually not actually been sick. Lord of Cinder, thank you for 1 gifted. It's a train, chat. It's a train. 17 to go.
I'm so happy I did it.
I'm proud of you.
This is 8 attempts.
Well done. 11 attempts, but well done.
And it's solid as well. I can't get over what the stitching feels like. That's a solid heel. Like I can't feel it. I'm just gonna cut it off because it's a practice one anyway.
But yeah, well, you can finish it.
No, I won't finish it in this one. Ugh. No, don't make socks out of this wool. That's gross.
This is what she's done.
Can you see the corner?
This bit here?
Yeah, that's where your heel goes. So I've taken a 2D shape and I've made it 3D.
So
And like the stitching is solid. I know I'm blowing my own trumpet, but I
if
can't.
this isn't worth 5 sets of 20 gifted, chat, So is this where the foot goes? The bottom of the foot here?
So
The foot goes in this hole?
yes, yeah. So that very thin band, I would then pick up those stitches if I was to carry on, and then I'd knit the foot of the sock.
So it's like this.
Yeah. No, you're gonna ruin it.
It doesn't really fit.
No, it's designed for my feet.
We're slightly different sizes, aren't we?
Slightly, yeah.
Yours is bigger than mine. Little troll feet.
I can't believe I did it.
I don't know what this... Easton, thank you for the gifted. Is that it? Lord of Cinder and Easton, that's all it's worth, Luce, is 2 gifted this.
I'll take it. I'm so proud of myself.
Is Luce rolling her eyes at you as you talk about illness? No.
Thanks, babe.
Well done.
14-year-old me would have been in floods of tears over the first 7 attempts.
Well done, Luce. Only 11 goes.
The first 3 don't count.
How do they not count?
Because I wasn't serious about it. I was just sort of playing around. And then I was like, I saw these really beautiful homemade like Christmas house socks. And I thought, they're actually stunning. And to buy them in a shop, you'd easily be looking at maybe 20 quid.
Holy, thank you for the 1 gifted. Up to 85, you beautiful humans. 3 sets of 5 to go. We can do it, chat. You can hit target. Pat yourself on the back. We all get to go home and be happy. I swear Lucia said pick up them bitches. She does a lot, yeah.
So I think I'm actually going to keep that in a little box. And that shall be my perseverance. I could have quit.
You have quite a proud face.
You
You have the same sort of face I had yesterday when I finished the tower.
Your face was so sweet.
I was so happy with that.
Playing with the doors.
I was so happy with that. I instantly messaged the group chat and was like, anyone touches this on pain of death.
I could have quit after attempt number 6, but I didn't.
You did another 5 attempts to get to 11.
Although I don't know why this pattern works when it's exactly the same formula as the last one I've been using. And this whole time I've been thinking, it must be me. It has to be me. There's too many comments where they've said, this is great, so easy.
It's not 3 feet star. We're just trying to get to those last few 15 gifted. That's what we're waiting for. That's all it is.
I can't believe I did it.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 goes is a fair amount
Shut up.
to get to a point where... But it is though, isn't it? 8 or 11, whatever you say. It's quite a lot.
Did you feel the stitching?
Yeah, I was tugging at it.
It's like solid stitching.
It's stretchy as well.
Yeah.
Like it could actually be a thing that would keep your feet warm at home.
I can't believe I've done it.
How am I ignoring you, Lord Cinder? What have I ignored? Oh, fuck off, YouTube, and you fucking... Something went wrong while I just this webpage. Error code out of memory. Fuck off, you fucking fuck. Get those toes out, bitch. Finally foot cam. Happy for you, loose practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
I knew I picked up my phone quicker than just then. I hearing Liam say, Alex, you beautiful ginger person, thank you. I thought, what the fuck has my phone done? It might give you some fucking memberships, Alex! Oh, all the feet comments, sorry. People don't give to they don't get feet. You just got feet, Star. What do you want? You weird fucking children. You done then, are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna stop on a high.
On a high.
Yeah.
Oh, proud of you.
Yeah, me too.
You keep playing with it.
I do. I can't believe, because you know when you do something first time and then you go, oh, I see it's kind of making shape and I need to tighten up there. But this is actually a solid heel.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
And now I can do it. It is actually that easy. I don't know what I was doing the first 7 times.
10 times. That's 10 times. Right, chat. I need to go to bed. I am tired. I've got a long day tomorrow. I'm supposed to come into the studio early. Well, current plans is I have a long day tomorrow. I'm supposed to go in the studio early to start tidying and prepping for the Thanes to arrive next Thursday. because I stupidly thought I had a weekend free beforehand, and then I booked it as my weekend off. Even if we didn't hit Liam's weekend off fund. You break my heart. I'm going to go because I'm going to get up early, go over to the studio, do some tidying and some cleaning and start prepping. I need to start making bags for people and labelling bags for people, including all the goodies that I've got. Pen, t-shirt, wristband. I'm excited for people to get their little packs. So, I need a staple gun. Or do I just tape the bags to the spearhead box? I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. So I need to get that. I need to start getting that ready tomorrow because I don't have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I've got to use my stream days really to start prepping the studio. So that'll be tomorrow. The studio's a bit of a shithole at the moment because Joe exists and I seem to be constantly playing tidy up behind him. So we're going to do some of that work tomorrow. So I've got to get up early. We then are planning a Liam and Joe show at 1:30. We are then planning a live game of Age of Sigmar with brand new Stormcast Eternals at 7:30 in the evening. We then have the Warhammer show on Wednesday. Maybe some Vag during the daytime, ! Vag. We then have another Liam and Joe show on Thursday. We then have another live game of 40k on Thursday night. It's the Dream Team, me, Joe, Paddy. And that will make it 18 days streaming straight without a break. I fucking love streaming.
Yeah.
Fucking love streaming. So thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the hobby hacks. Thank you for the likes. And most importantly, thank you for all the gifted memberships up to 85. 15 short team. This is my sad face. Do you think I did it? Yeah? Does it work for you?
No, but you see, because you've used it on me for about 15 years, it just doesn't work anymore, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing and all that.
Absolutely. Thank you for hanging out, you wonderful people. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, we are planning streams tomorrow from the studio. If Luce and I wake up tomorrow and we're fucking sick as shit, you'll get streams. It's just I'm going to have to change the schedule last minute. So keep an eye on Discord and in Thanes because I'll keep you updated as to what's going to happen. It depends on how I feel in the morning, obviously. Thank you so much for hanging out. You're a wonderful bunch of people. Thank you so much for hanging out all weekend. You're amazing. I love you. I can't say thank you enough. You're incredible humans. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you in the next one.